What's up, brothers? Guys, today we are going to be doing a little bit of trolling. Now, this build that we're using is definitely not going to be one-shotting any boss, but just the premise of it is so dumb, I had to make a video on it. I present to you the Flash build. A build that is completely centered around running fast, and that is it. For some reason, there are so many things in the game that just gives you movement speed buffs. And on this build, I think we're using about 5 movement speed buffs. Now, before we get into the video, 95% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So smash that sub button just to make sure you don't miss any future uploads. Like, just let me know if I have to dance for you. I mean, we can work something out, okay? Let's make it happen. But anyways, we are New Game Plus 3 in this video. You definitely don't have to be a New Game Plus 3 to do what I'm doing here. Honestly, you can get this build completely online once you get to Chapter 4. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all do, like, comment down below what you think. And without further ado, let's get into some trolling. Now, like I said before, this is a build completely centered around speed, and speed alone. So to showcase you guys this, we are going to be starting at the beginning of the Pagoda Realm and running all the way through this area to see how long it takes us. And what you're seeing right now is just base movement speed. Well, I guess not base movement speed, but the base movement speed for our character. We have the Pilgrim armor set that is buffing our movement speed. We are also using the drink that gives you movement speed when you drink. And for the soaks, we have the Death Stinger and the Double Combed Rooster Blood. When you pair those in your soaks, then it will give you more movement speed. And we're also using the Centipede Guy, which gives you more movement speed. So we have 5 movement speed buffs in this build. It is so absurd. Like, if any speedrunners happen to, you know, stumble across this game and get real serious, then this is definitely what you're going to be wanting to use. Because sections like the Pagoda, I mean, your first playthrough, this section is taking you an hour? Maybe longer from how cancer it is. But I mean, with this build, you just run through it. Oh, and I also forgot to mention Cloud Step gives you movement speed as well. So we have not 5 buffs, but 6 buffs to our movement speed. And the cool thing about this, since we're using the Pilgrim armor, we also have damage. Because with the Pilgrim armor, while you're sprinting, your attack damage is increasing to a max of 10 seconds, which usually doubles your damage if you've sprinted for 10 seconds minimum. So don't worry, we are going to be fighting some bosses, just so I can show you guys that it's just not pure gimmick. It's just mainly gimmick. Now we're sitting at around 2 minutes, and we are basically out of the Pagoda Realm. Now, key point is if you are using Cloud Step and you use Unveiling Strike, your Cloud Step will have a reduced cooldown and you can use it even more. So you can probably shave off another 30-45 seconds to get out of the Pagoda Realm. 2 minutes and 30 seconds and we're out. If you fully make it efficient, you can probably do this in about 1:50. But, I mean, that's just kind of nuts. But anyways, let's look at the build we're using and then get into some boss fights. So the drink we have is the Blue Bridge Romance, and we're pairing that with the Death Stinger, Double Combed Rooster Blood, and the Bee Mountain Stone Soaks. The drink alone is giving you 2 movement speed buffs. Now, if you want to copy this build and you're not a New Game Plus or Plus 2, Plus 3 or whatever, for the weapon, you can honestly just use your highest damaging staff. But here we're just using the Adept Spine Shooting Fubon staff just because I like how much crit it has. And for the armor, of course, we're running the Pilgrim set and we upgraded it to Mythic. You don't necessarily have to upgrade it to Mythic to get the movement speed effects, but it does have a nice unique passive. And the spirit we're running is the Centipede Guai because the passive effect is going to increase our movement speed even more. And for the vessel, we're using the Fireproof Mantle Vessel. What this does is when you activate it, it slowly starts building up your focus, which is pretty much what our armor does when we're sprinting. So if you combine the Fireproof Mantle, the Pilgrim Armor Set, and the Ring of Fire, it will charge a 3 focus point heavy in like 1.5 seconds, which is it's just absurd. Now for the curios, feel free to use whatever you want, but we have a Thunderflame Seal, Amber Prayer Beads, the Auspicious Lantern, a Beast Buddha, and 1 Snow Fox brush. And for the gourd, we're using the Supreme Gourd just because it gives us a lot of sips, and we have the Bee Mountain Stone Soak, so there is a chance that we will not use a sip. Now, the foundation page, if you're not in New Game Plus 3, I would reduce the stamina cost of sprinting, max out your attack, max out mana, and then max out your crit chance. And with the stances, of course, we are running the Smash stance. Just put at least 20 levels into your Smash stance. Ring of Fire, we don't have it maxed out. We're leaving the last one unchecked because we don't want it to use more mana. Cloud Step is, of course, going to be maxed out. Love this spell. And to your discretion, you can use the Pluck of Many. You can max it out if you want. It's completely up to you. I have mine maxed out just because I have the levels. Transformation page, recommend just getting a point in Cold Edge. You don't really necessarily need any other points in this, but we are running our transformation. We're using the Umbral Abyss because it freezes the enemy. So not only are we going to be fast, but the enemy is going to be slow. Now, is this 500 IQ? I don't know. At least 300, but for the relics, I would just focus on the first and third relic. Just at least have Eagle Eye, and then in one breath for the third relic. All the other ones, you can play around with, doesn't really matter with this build. But anyways, let's get into some action, shall we? Contestant number 1, we have Yellow Barrel. Now, I'm not going to commentate over this because the strategy is very simple. You run and charge a heavy, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to let this play out for you guys, but we're going to be fighting Phase 1 Yellow Brow, Phase 2 Yellow Brow, and then we're also fighting the Chief as well. So it is time to do some trolling.
This night, the pilgrim himself has come for my teaching. And silence this blessed crowd! What? I shall meet you in combat! This unruly monk! What penalty should he pay?
Alright, that is Phase 1 Yellow Brow, so let's get into the Chief fight. Disclaimer, this guy was kind of dragging my ass, but in my defense, a couple things were off cooldown, so give me a break.
Join me! Let's fight our way out! I remember what the leader said at Ulam. Wolves suffer as they heed not the precepts and endeavor. I say, Lest fate instill. Thou shalt snatch a fair play in a fair match. Thou shalt dust before all loves turn into dust. Thou shalt hope for prestige and legacy in dust. Many to every thou shalt drink, and drenched unease shall sing. Thou shalt revel, try and hear justice and deception. Thou shalt dream to reach in bleak void the soul. Thou shalt be done, for life is but a story. What would your master say? Next time I let you know of this.
Got him with the centipede finisher. Hold up. But yeah, that's the chief fight, so let's take a look at Yellow Brow Phase 2.
The destined one, what a glorious name they bear. To see who prevails. Walk the path of Buddha. Go within, not without. Only because I saw some job. Thou shalt revere, or thou wilt never see cheer. Behold my Mahavira hall. How can Mount Lingshan match its magnificence? To perceive me through sight and sound. Oh, meditation, I can make it better. What is best about my seeds is how it utterly remakes all who enter. When I abide by the scriptures, not Lingshan, I'm creating a new Daniel race. escapes my perception and knowledge. Before your husk disperses. Even those on high must cower beneath me. Escapes my perception and knowledge. Mighty and high from across the land, they all bow and hail me. Who are you to defy me?
Alright y'all boys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, smash that like button, comment down below what you think, subscribe if you're new. Y'all be safe out there, have some fun, don't do anything too crazy. I will catch y'all in the next one, and as always, peace!